Welcome back to Morning America. We have a legal victory for President Donald Trump in his ongoing battle against an Iowa pollster and the Des Moines Register. Let's break it down. President Trump has scored another win in court, this time in his lawsuit accusing Iowa pollster Selzer and the Des Moines Register of misleading voters before the 2024 election. The case centers on a controversial poll that came out just days before Election Day. That survey claimed then Vice President Kamala Harris was leading Trump by 3 points in Iowa. But when the votes were counted, Trump won the state by more than 13 points. His legal team says that's not a simple mistake. They call it brazen election interference. According to the lawsuit, the poll wasn't just wrong. It was intentionally designed to influence voters and create a false perception of the race. Trump's lawyers argue this violates Iowa's Consumer Fraud Act, which protects the public from misleading or deceptive practices. The defendants Selzer, the Register, and their parent company Gannett deny everything. They insist their polling was legitimate, based on established methods, and fully protected by the First Amendment. Their attorneys argue Trump's lawsuit is an attempt to silence free speech, calling it a SLAPP suit, meaning a strategic lawsuit against public participation. Now, here where the legal twist comes in. The lawsuit was first filed in Iowa State Court, but the defendants pushed to move it to federal court earlier this year. Trump's legal team fought that move, arguing that the case should stay in Iowa, where the events took place. After months of back and forth, the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals sided with Trump's team, ruling that the case could indeed return to Iowa's state court system. This is what Trump's lawyers are calling a significant procedural win. But to be clear, this ruling does mean Trump has proven his claims. It simply determines where the case will be heard. Still, the shift back to state court could work in Trump's favor. State judges may interpret Iowa's consumer protection laws differently than federal judges, possibly giving his team a strategic advantage. Legal analysts say this case could set a new precedent testing whether polling data, if proven intentionally misleading, can actually be treated as consumer fraud. Others warn it could open a slippery slope, where media outlets might face lawsuits every time their polls turn out wrong. For now, the next phase will happen in Iowa, where the court will decide if Trump's claims can move forward to trial. So, what does this mean politically? It's a reminder that Trump remains aggressive on legal and media fronts, pushing back against institutions he says worked against him in 2024. Whether this case ends in victory or dismissal, it's another sign he's not backing down. That's it for this update from Morning America. If you found this report helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned. We'll keep following this case and bring you every development as it unfolds.